guys, I'm Megan Mitchell, and this handsome gentleman to my right is Mr. Thomas DeLauer.
It's DeLauer.
DeLauer.
No.
DeLauer.
What's going on, everybody? Thanks for having me.
Thanks for joining. Today we are going to make a cauliflower crust pizza.
Heck yeah.
Do you ever make it at home?
It's like the iconic healthy food, right?
Yeah.
I mean, like, it's just everything. So yes, we do make it at home.
Okay, great. But before I get started, be sure to like, comment, subscribe, and you can find all of the products that we use today at thrivemarket.com/prepschool. Let's get
Click
started.
that little bell button too, where you turn on notifications. So
Yep.
you never miss her when she's making all kinds of cool things. You never miss special guests.
Thank you. You're the only special guest we've ever had. Only guest we've had. Thank you. All right. To get started, we have the most delicious smelling cauliflower rice. I love cauliflower rice, but it is stanky.
Yeah, it is.
All right, so this is 4 cups of rice cauliflower. We're both
Okay.
gonna make our own.
Oh, so it's a competition now.
Oh, well, I didn't
Okay.
say that, but now it is. Okay. Now it is. All right, pour it on.
Pour some cauliflower.
All right, when I looked up a bunch of recipes for cauliflower pizza,
Okay.
they boil it or they steam it and then they make it, which
Yep.
seemed counterintuitive because you're adding more liquid to it if you boil it.
That's true.
And then you have to squeeze it out, and I was like, I don't want to do that. So instead, I'm roasting it. So it'll give it a nice nutty flavor. It makes it a little drier, so hopefully it'll stay together.
That's a good
and it won't be
idea.
soggy.
So then what are we going to do here? We're just going to spread it around so it
Yep.
roasts evenly? All right.
Yeah, and then we're gonna put avocado oil because we're roasting at a high heat. All right, good job.
So you spread the,
No, you can do either. This
Okay.
is how it works. Not everyone cooks the same way.
oleic acid in the morning never hurt anybody.
Well, it's noon now, Tommy D.
Not for me, I just woke up.
All right, so just liberally season, salt, pepper, toss together, and then you want it in a flat, even layer so it roasts and it doesn't steam. And if you want to do this like this is cool.
Need salt. What is this? What is cool about that?
It wasn't.
It's probably the second most lame thing I've done today.
It was
Like,
really weird. But you know what?
I like lots of pepper though.
I have to be nice to the guests so more people want to come on. If I just berate them, they're gonna be like, I'm not going on that chick show ever. Nice thing I was gonna say, you can make this a bunch of times, freeze them, and then you don't always have to go through this process every time you want a cauliflower crust. Cauliflower crust pizza. We're gonna pop this in an oven at 400 degrees for 10 minutes. I take it out, stir it up, 10 more minutes, and then we'll make the crust
Sweet.
together.
Let's do it.
All right. All right, so this is our cauliflower that's been roasted.
Okay.
Put it in a bowl so it's easier. We can mix everything together.
Perfecto.
I'm gonna do mozzarella and Parmesan, but I know that you don't do a lot of dairy, so we have some almond cheese
nice.
and nutritional yeast, which kind of mimic those same flavors.
Make me feel right at home. Yep.
That's what we do here at Prep School. And an egg to bind it. So the cheese not only adds flavor, but it also keeps the crust together. Because there's no flour, there's no starch, because you can't do cornstarch, you can't do anything. You can do almond meal though, yeah?
You can do almond meal. Yeah,
But
it definitely would make it more caloric though. This is a much lower calorie way to do it.
that's right. I knew that,
All right.
all of that. All right, so we're gonna add everything. Crack our egg, add the cheese.
Oh, I said add it.
Perfect. Dad, that was such a dad thing, man.
You said add everything. You didn't.
Oh boy. Oh boy.
Just dump it in and
Yep.
just rock and roll. All right.
Yep.
Look at
Cheese. So I have a cup of shredded mozzarella. You have a cup of almond cheese. Ooh.
A little bit of.
This. So that is parsley. And then we're also going to add some dried oregano. I'll put some in mine and some in yours, which is just adding another layer of flavor.
Yeah. Ooh, nice. Thank you.
And then I'm also going to add some garlic powder.
I'll take some of that too.
You could do onion powder. You could do, I don't know, whatever flavor you want.
Let's go heavy on my garlic. I'll take a little bit more than that.
You want some more? Ooh.
We're gonna have a taste off after this, and everyone here at Thrive is going to be like, Thomas's pizza crust is better.
No, they're going to be like, Thomas's breath is real strong.
Fine.
All right, and I also like to add another pinch of salt and pepper. We already salted when we roasted, and the cheese will have a little saltiness, so you don't need to go crazy. Oh, also, you went in with your hands, so I did, but I'm going to use a spatula.
Yeah, I'm the one.
I was like doing it. I was like, this feels weird. All right, so you just want to make sure everything is fully combined. You don't want like a rogue piece of yolk. Okay, so there's 2 options. You can do it on a silpat, but not everybody has these. If you bake a lot, you often see them, but if you don't have that, you can do parchment. You just got to really spray it. So I'm going to give you the silpat.
So pat.
because it works like a charm. You want to pour it out, and you want to spread it out into about a 10-inch round. So it looks like.
Okay.
Beautiful.
Not really at this moment, but
Well, no, I mean, you're doing really good.
how thick should I have this once I'm...
So you want it to be about the same, maybe like 1/4 of an inch. Here, I'll show you.
Okay, I think I'm getting there now.
Yeah, and kind of, I go around the edges. I'm going to push them back in so it stays round, and then I push it back down again. You just want it about 10 inches, a 10-inch round.
All right.
Looks good. We're going to cook it for about 10 minutes.
That's it? Okay.
I know, take it out, let it cool, and then we're gonna flip it because I want that nice crust on both sides.
Got it.
Because I don't want a soggy cauliflower crust pizza.
No.
It's a real bummer.
Yeah, it's basically lasagna.
Ooh, yeah, sort of. All right, let's pop these in the oven.
Sweet.
All right, so these have baked. We flipped them, and now we're gonna top them.
Okay.
All right, we have some keto-friendly choices.
We do.
I think.
This looks nice.
We have anchovies,
Ooh.
pesto. It's a vegan pesto. It's made with nutritional yeast.
Oh, nice.
Fresh
Okay,
garlic for your dope breath, and goat cheese. Because you like goat cheese, yeah?
I love goat cheese.
Okay. And then my awesome things. I have sardines, Kalamata olives. I can feel you over there. Parsley, arugula, and goat cheese as well. How do you feel about my toppings?
You can feel me over here?
Yeah, I can feel you judging my sardine
I'm not
choice.
judge. Why would I judge your sardines? Sardines are great.
You tell me.
Like, honestly, they are probably the best source of omega-3s that you can get.
Yeah.
I just don't know if on a pizza they're going to work. But anchovies have a high degree of what's called lyso-DHA, which is just a really cool fatty acid that gets into the brain a little bit more. Basically, it's bound to something that doesn't require like an actual gradient through the blood-brain barrier. It actually rides on a transporter into your brain. So in other words, the healthy fats from anchovies ride a special bus that gets into your brain, whereas sardines have to sit knocking on the door waiting for someone to let them in.
Okay, so after we eat these pizzas, you're gonna be a little
I'm
smarter
gonna
than
be
me.
significantly smarter.
Okay,
than you.
great.
Yeah.
Well, let's go. Let's start. You can do, I kind of want to use some of your pesto.
You can use some of my pesto. So what did we, you said this is a vegan pesto, right?
Right, so basil, pine nuts, nutritional yeast, garlic, oil, avocado oil.
This smells pretty pungent, so I don't know if I need to use a whole lot.
I'm gonna add my sardines. I'm gonna break them up.
So you got the boneless, skinless ones.
I got boneless, skinless.
For the sake of pizza, that probably makes sense.
Right, so you're not gonna bite into, and it just kind of melts into the pizza. It adds the great omega-3s like you mentioned. What else? What are the other benefits of sardines?
Well, people think that sardines are like super fishy. I would actually say that sardines are less fishy tasting than anchovies.
I was about to say, I
Yeah.
find them to be much more mild.
Yeah, they're
like they
super mild.
smell strong, but when you eat them, I find them to be more mellow than
People
anchovies.
get deterred from sardines because, like, quite frankly, let's be honest, when they come in a can, they're a little intimidating looking.
Yeah.
Like, just they're just big and like
They're not
glass.
pretty.
You don't want to bite into that. But when you break them up and you put it in something like this, it actually works really well.
Man, Garlic City with
Maybe just-
Tommy D.
I want the garlic to be buried a little bit because what will happen is if I put it on the top, it's just going to completely roast it and get it crunchy, which can, again, overwhelm the taste of what we have going on here.
Yeah, and can get a little bitter.
Goat cheese. Okay, so goat cheese is much lower in what is called A1 casein protein. So you have two forms of casein proteins, right? You have A1 and A2. When you look back at cattle even a couple hundred years ago, it was all A2 casein, which means that it was a casein that was much cleaner. So if you've ever gone to the grocery store, in some specialty grocery stores, you'll see it says A2 casein milk.
Yeah.
That's what that is. Now with goat cheese naturally is A2. It doesn't have
Yeah.
any variations that are A1. So it's a lot less inflammatory. So I usually recommend, like, if people are coming off of Whole30 or if they're coming off of some really clean eating pattern where they haven't just had any dairy at all, it's better to start with goat cheese.
Yeah, I feel like people either like goat cheese or really
Yeah,
don't
I've noticed
like
that too.
it.
There's
It's
like
very
no,
polarizing.
I've never met someone that's like, I could do with it with or without. Like, it's a cool part of my life, but it's not integral.
It's cool. It's a big part of my life, goat cheese. She got me through some weird stuff.
Yeah. So I'm going to use some of these olives too, because olives are actually awesome. I'm allowed to. So I know we're supposed to be kind of competing here, but the only thing that's better is that my crust is better than yours. And then as far as toppings, I have to give you some credit. You did pretty good here.
Right? Not bad. And it depends on the cheese. Like, we technically don't have to pop this back in the oven if we don't want to, because the cheese isn't going to get melty. But I want to heat up my sardines. I want a warm sardine on my pizza. But you don't have to. Right now, we could cut this up and eat it, but I say we pop them under the broiler.
Oh, yeah, for sure. I want that cheese melted. In fact, I want more now.
Oh,
Alrighty.
okay.
It's a goat plus goat chovy.
Ooh, that sounds good. And then I'm gonna put some arugula on mine when it comes out. You're not allowed to. That's some Megan Mitchell special. All right, I'm gonna pop mine back in. We're just both admiring our pizzas.
Yeah, we're just like,
They look good.
that just ends.
It's just us staring at them. All right, I'm gonna put some arugula on mine. You could do spinach, just, I don't know, a little more healthy. Do you want some? No.
No, if I wanted to make a salad, I would have made a salad.
Oh! All right, well, I take it back. You don't get to have any of this. If it was up to me, I would also put some chili flakes on mine.
Ooh, now that I would do. A little capsaicin, a little bit of
Let me go see if there's some over here.
thermogenic effect. Let's do it. Ooh, now that is nice. I like
Ask, you
that.
shall receive. Do you want me to sprinkle some on? You want to do it yourself?
No, you can do it.
You don't want me to
No,
sprinkle
you're good.
pizza.
You're good. I mean, now you're going to claim like 7% of my pizza.
I would never do that to you.
All right.
Cut it up.
Yeah, this is pretty epic.
That's good. Oh, man. Going in? All right. Cheers.
There you
Boop. It's really good.
go. That is one of the, probably the best cauliflower crust I've ever had. Well, this is the one that I made.
Oh,
So I'm sure
Still my
yours is great too.
that's good, yeah.
That is really good. You don't usually get that kind of thickness. Let's come over and check this out. Like, you don't usually get that kind of thickness in a cauliflower pizza.
Well, I think they came out really good. Yours looks beautiful. Mine's really delicious. I think you should give it a try.
It's a great salad.
Put some sardines on your pizza or anchovies. And thank you for being here and helping me make these.
You're welcome. Sorry, I'm just gonna keep eating.
Okay, yeah, I'll close this out.
Thank
You
you,
can
guys.
just continue to eat. Be sure to like, comment, subscribe. Tell us if you have a great cauliflower crust pizza. We'd love to hear about it. And you can find all the products we use today at thrivemarket.com/prepschool. Happy
See you
cooking.
soon.
Thanks.
Yeah, it kind of reminds me of like.
Don't say it. You're gonna say something gross.
No, I was just kind of. I was gonna say math class, but fine.
What kind of math class did you go to that there was cauliflower? Where did you go to school, man? That was so random. I love it. Oh, man.